Hey guys, I'm Viper and welcome to a brand new video. This is the Japanese Grand Prix preview. As you can see in the background, we've actually got something different for a change. We've got Race 07. Yes, that really old game people used to play. Not many people made videos on it as far as I'm aware. Most people stuck to playing GT Legends or R Factor back in the day. But I thought I'd give it a bit of, make it a bit different today. The cars that are being used, by the way, this is probably one of the best mods on any simulator game in my opinion. It's basically a mod pack which is split into two parts when you download it, and it's got every car from 1996, including the test drivers, the reserve drivers, from 1996 all the way to 2010. So that's what, 15 years worth of cars. So what I decided to do is I put 22 cars on the grid. I was going to start in Mark Webber's 2002 Minardi. And the rest of the cars are from 96, and obviously all the years that I mentioned. And my driving is not the best, so just be aware of that, as you just saw. But this car's like Spike. There's actually some of the same drivers come up, so there's like two Felipe Masses, two Jensen Buttons, I think, two Nick Heidfelds, but obviously they're in completely different cars. Like one's in a B.A.R, one's in a Renault, that's important obviously. Heidfeld's in like his Williams and a Prost, so they've got like this. I think Manfred Winkelhock in like one of the orange cars. I'm not sure if you race for an orange team, but whatever. Anyway, main point of this video is obviously to talk about Japanese Grand Prix, so I'll get down to that. Right, so obviously last year was kind of one year to forget, if I'm honest, because obviously we had that tragic accident with Jules Bianchi. So this is kind of a difficult one to mention. Last year's Grand Prix, obviously, I'll just mention briefly. It was a wet race. To be fair, it shouldn't really have happened because of Bianchi, obviously. He did succumb to his injuries, I believe, in July, didn't he? So, yeah, ignoring that bit, I mean, obviously it's hard to kind of put that aside, but obviously that's what's kind of hurt the most. It's hard to talk about this race last year without mentioning Bianchi, so obviously Bianchi's death was more the main talking point this year, and obviously we've been trying to improve driver safety ever since then. We had a completely wet race. I think it started off on full wet conditions. Alonso's gearbox gave up, or his engine or something blew on the formation lap or something, or going behind the safety car, his engine just completely shut off. So yeah, hopefully we get a dry race this year, not a wet one, so that's all for the best, hopefully. But I can probably see Ferrari doing quite well. McLaren maybe do okay, but I don't think this is more of a speed circuit. The corners are really decent for speed, so it's more of a speed circuit, so I think Mercedes will just about win this one too, from Ferrari. Same can't be said for the Singapore Grand Prix, however, that we just had. So anyway, well, we've got quite a bit to look forward to. Obviously we've got two Mercs and two Ferraris and so on, but in terms of qualifying, I think it's going to be fairly obvious. You're probably going to guess who I'm going to say on pole, and it's going to be Lewis Hamilton again. So Lewis Hamilton. As for the race, it's probably going to be like a two Mercs, two Ferraris, and probably a Red Bull, because I can see Red Bull doing quite well at this track. They did quite well last year. I think, was it Ricciardo got third last year and he was in the Red Bull, so I can definitely see Red Bull doing well again this year. So I reckon it'll probably be Ricciardo 5th, and then it's like Ricciardo 5th, Danny Kvyat 6th, Grosjean 7th, Verstappen 8th, Nasser 9th, maybe Button 10th, or Alonso 10th. One of the McLaren's, I reckon, probably just got a scrape point. Oh, Hulkenberg, of course. There's always that fight going on with Force India as well, so that'll be pretty interesting to see. But yeah, I think in general, I think this race will probably be, it's probably just going to be a boring one, unless we see some sort of, incident in like Q2, like Hamilton's brakes fail or Rosberg spins or something. One of the Mercs has to start from the back of the grid or whatever. That'll make it a bit more interesting, but by the looks of it, it probably will be a boring race. No offense, last year was a decent race. Obviously we had the accident and everything, but still, what can you do at times like these in F1? You just have to go with what you're given, aren't you? So But yeah, that's been it from me for Japanese Grand Prix review, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like button and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I've been Viper Racing. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Ta-ra!